Hey guys, and welcome to my channel. If you haven't, please like, subscribe, hit that notification button if you want to learn all things mompreneur, e-commerce, dropshipping, and all that other great stuff. Today, I'm excited to talk to you about outsourcing. Outsourcing, let's see. Alexa, how would you define outsourcing?
Outsourcing is a form of the verb outsource, which is usually defined as, of a company or organization, to purchase goods or subcontract services from an outside supplier or
Subcontract. There we
source.
go. That's the word
For
I'm
more,
thinking of.
ask me to give you more definitions
So,
for outsource.
outsourcing is great because we do want to subcontract and we do want like other people to be doing our work because we're moms, right? We're mompreneurs, and outsourcing does not just stop at your business. The first place your outsourcing should start as a mompreneur, honestly, is in the home. And honestly, if you're bootstrapping, the first place it should start, your first employees should be your kids and your family. Like, you don't even need to pay them. You know what I mean? As a mom, you do so much for them. Cook, clean, feed them. It's character building, and it's good to have them doing all that stuff for themselves or helping the family by doing a lot of those things. So a good example I can suggest is that my son is 6. When he turned 6, the dishes became his job. Like, that's his thing. My younger son, he's still little, so his job is just to make sure he can clean up after himself. And I taught my other son that too. And that will make your life and free up so much easier and free up your time and stress levels as a new budding mompreneur, right? And if you struggle with getting them to do it, set timers on Alexa's that have her keep them responsible. Okay, make a calendar, give them a star chart, Google it. There's a million things you can do to get kids motivated and wanting to do their chores. So maybe you have family members, friends, or grandparents that can help out too. So that would be your next go-to, right? So like maybe driving, right? Carpooling. I am so blessed because I save literally like 10 hours a week by not taking my son to school and letting him carpool with his friend because we're on the way anyway. And they totally don't mind. So make friends with your kids, like your kids' friends' parents, and carpool. Save yourself time. If you want to work on a business and you're a busy mom and you're serious, you need to cut that time. Like, you need to be time efficient. Like, you need to figure that out. And the best thing you can do is by starting with outsourcing your errands, your chores, whatever. There's also, I have a whole resource list on this, which I'll post the link down below. And it's basically my parentpreneur lifestyle hacks or mompreneur lifestyle hacks. So another thing is like, that's not really outsourcing. Like, I'll work at the gym a lot. In fact, some of my YouTube videos, I'm like at the gym recording them. But it's just another like killing 3 birds with 1 stone. I'm being healthy, I'm doing work, my kids having fun and socializing at the kids club. And I really like my home gym. But other than that, what else can I think to outsource? Oh yes, like grocery shopping. So I don't actually pay people to do my grocery shopping, but I subscribe to this great app. I'll put the link below. And it's like 99 bucks a year and they deliver your groceries for free. And it saves me so much time and it's such a great thing to outsource. And I literally got a robot vacuum to outsource vacuuming, right? And then I got, I try to outsource and automate as much of my life as possible so that I can be free to work on my business and network, okay? So now when it comes to business, so as your business starts, obviously you want to learn how to do every job. You want to know how to build your website, which we teach all that in MommEcomm step by step. Build your website, how to source products, how to make partners, how to write product descriptions so that they'll sell. There's just so many things. How to get review apps, how to get reviews, how to retarget people. I mean, you want to learn everything first before you outsource it. Because if you outsource it to someone and say they're doing a great job or say they're doing a bad job, you won't know the difference if you don't know how to do the job. So make sure you know how to do a job before you outsource it. That's like rule number 1, okay? So when it comes to outsourcing, once you've learned how to do everything and you're ready to outsource because it's becoming too much, it's overloading, it's cutting into your time, you're not able to scale because you're doing everything, the first and easiest thing to outsource is customer service. And I gotta tell you, it's like, I don't want to be like, customer service, but you know how, I mean, like, so a lot of people who've been in customer service know how this is. And if you're constantly dropping things because you have to go and help your customers, it can be a really big distraction for you and your family and your business and like keep you not focused. And it can be really stressful because if you have a negative customer and they're just like want to talk your ear off, you know, it's so much easier to outsource that and then you don't have to deal with it. I just highly recommend that be the first thing you outsource. And if you're getting lots of sales, you're probably going to need to outsource it. And then second, I would outsource order fulfillment. And that's where you have someone places an order and then it is fulfilled either by your then contacting the manufacturer, having them drop ship it, or the supplier, or if you fulfill manually, which is not something I teach yet, but I am creating my own product now. So that might be a future video. You have that streamlined in a factory or something. Or if you're starting out from home, shipping from your garage, whatever, you know, hire some teenagers from down the street to help you with order fulfillment if you have lots of orders coming in. And definitely outsource customer service and order fulfillment first. Now you can find really good companies, but they will be, it depends on like your budget, right? So obviously every business wants to have the highest profit margins possible, right? So for me, when I outsourced, I went overseas and I use a Filipino workforce and I love them. They're like family to me. They're so sweet and they're really great. And they have so much patience and they're so kind and respectful. Like sometimes with customers, I'd be like, I cannot. Like I can't. Like I know the customer is always right. And as a customer on the other end, I'm like, I am always right. And I take advantage of that. So I felt like, well, maybe there is some karma like coming at me with some of my customers, but whatever. Anyway, so definitely if you're on a budget or you're looking for a place to outsource customer service to, the link will be down below. The link will be down below for where I find the best Filipino order fulfillment and customer service reps. It is a great website. And I'm going to post the link below where you can go find that. And if you're like really weary about hiring people overseas and that's like, I don't know, it's just like uncomfortable for you, you can also hire from like freelancer.com or upwork.com or fiverr.com. But a lot of the people working on Fiverr are actually overseas, but I don't think they actually have to tell you. And sometimes I've got like really bad jobs on there done, or like work done on there. Now let's talk about Fiverr, because Fiverr is good like if you have like a one-time job, I feel like, that you want to outsource. You're like, oh, I just don't want to do it, right? So Fiverr is great for that because people are really specialized. Like they offer packages like just what they're doing. So if you wanted someone to edit your YouTube video, you know, you could meet someone and just, you don't have to make a long-term commitment. You can just pay them to do the job once. And if they work out and you're like, hey, I really liked your work, I want to, you know, come to an agreement on the side, like a permanent thing, then you can work with them that way. And the same goes for hiring overseas. Like if you work with someone and they're like, well, you know, I'm thinking like I'd really prefer like a permanent position. how many hours a week can you give me? Just say, hey, you know, I'll give you a trial period. It's just like when they're applying for a job, you know, you say, I'm going to give you a trial, but I'm not going to make any promises up front that you're going to have 40 hours a week at whatever, you know, pay and benefits and whatnot, and pay you this if I don't know the quality of your work. And because people can literally put anything on their resume and like, be like, oh, I did this, but they just like swiped it from Google. So you have to be really careful, especially the very last thing you should outsource is your traffic strategy, because that is like how you make your money, right? It's like, and it's how you can lose the most money. If you have someone, and I've hired agencies, like they could just burn through thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars in ad spend and not make you one sale, but they don't care because it's not their business, and you're paying them to do the work because you're trying to get clear off your plate, right, to scale, and they don't care. So guard your ad accounts. Like, I don't recommend outsourcing traffic. I do know some good companies, but you have to really do your due diligence if you're going to outsource traffic, because those people are handling your money, you know, that all your sales depend on the quality of your traffic and the cost per acquisition, your CPA. So definitely keep that in mind. I've got my first podcast coming up, but I guess Houston has a problem. They're having flash floods, so I haven't got a call from them. So I might cut this short, but if they get a call, just so you know, or if they call me, just so you know. But last thing, what else can I say about outsourcing? To customer service, Oh, and social media. Don't let people rip you off to do your social media, and don't let people rip you off to outsource to them, especially if they're overseas. I'm pretty sure that like $15 US is like $800 in Filipino currency. And you should not be overpaying. And obviously anyone that can is going to want to like get more money for doing the least amount of work possible, right? I mean, who wouldn't? So just be wary when you're outsourcing. Make sure that you fact check and you come correct. You have, you know, all your research. You research like where is this person from? What is the average salary? What is like a good pay? Because sometimes $2 an hour is like really good pay in some countries in US currency. And that's like true if you're looking into outsourcing in India or other places like that. And sometimes if you don't want to talk to individuals, there are companies you can hire that they will create your team for you. They'll do the outsourcing, but you're going to pay a premium for those services, obviously. And they can do phone teams, phone customer service support. And you can, I've had really great luck with outsourcing because I found some really great employees and I was able to train them to basically be my everything, and I love them. And I don't want anyone to be nervous about outsourcing. Just let your gut guide you, you know? You want to find someone you can click with, you work with well, who accepts and respects it, you know, a job well done, wants to care about your company, wants to grow with it, be long term, and who's going to do a good job. You might also want to Google, like, I don't know, tips for hiring employees, like top 10 tips. Maybe I'll make a video on that. But I think my podcast recording should be coming up. Hopefully Houston is okay. And I hope you guys all have a wonderful day. If you have any questions or comments, don't hesitate to email me. Also, check out the links below for any resources. And that's just my quick little video on outsourcing. And just remember that you can outsource everything in life, okay? And then you just kind of like organize. Tell everyone this, you do that. And then that is how you truly get to passive income.